So hello and welcome guys to this channel after a long. So as you have seen in the title, this video is going to be about the differences between WPA2 and WPA3 security level. Moreover, rather than the theory, we will be focusing on practical applications and how are these networks vulnerable to attacks and which one is safe and how it is safe. So before we begin, a quick disclaimer that this video is solely for educational and awareness purpose. All practical demonstrations shown here are performed on my own networks and I have permission to them. So network testing, penetration attempts or security analysis on any other network without authorization is illegal and can result in serious consequences. So be aware about your limitations and please use the information shared in this video responsibly, ethically and only with legal boundaries. So make sure you just do the stops on your own network. This is very necessary. Now, rather than just diving directly into the practical demonstration, let's have a quick theoretical differences between them. So, WPA and WPA2 are the most common security standards followed by our Wi-Fi. So, WPA, which was introduced back in 2004, was the standard for many years. In almost 90% of the routers that we currently use, follows this security protocol. I don't know about foreign countries, but in my locality, I still see 90% of routers following just WPA2. WPA2 uses a security method called the four-way handshake to authenticate the devices. So it's reliable, but over time, researchers found weaknesses like brute force attacks, where attackers try many passwords until they find the right one. So WPA networks can be vulnerable during public sessions where communication isn't always fully protected. So in order to protect this weakness, WPA3, which is a stronger modern security, was developed, and WPA3 uses a new method called SAE or simultaneous authentication of equals. So in simple terms, it makes harder for attackers to crack a password even if it's not very strong. It adds better protection on public Wi-Fi by encrypting individually between user and the access point. So in short, WPA2 is good, but WPA3 is smarter, safer, and more resistant to attacks. Now we understand the theory, let's move on to the practical part. So for practical demonstration, I will be showing you a de-authentication attack on WPA2 security network and WPA3 security network. So I have a monitor mode supported Wi-Fi adapter and I am inside my VMware running the Kali. So firstly, let's check the adapters. So let me put it in monitor mode. So now our adapter is in monitor mode. Let me first scan the available networks around me with this simple command. So here I have pasted a simple command and after that my adapter has started scanning the networks nearby. So I'll just press Ctrl C to cancel the scan because my target network is here, which is actually my own network, which is currently on WPA2 security as you can see here. So I will first show you by performing the de-authentication attack on this. So for this, I have to just note down its BSSID, which is MAC address, and then just note down the channel. So in a new command, I will just paste the command. So here I have typed the command. Let me hit enter, and it's asking me for password. Now after that, it is scanning the network specifically, and if any device is connected to that network, then it will be shown here. So let me first connect my mobile. So here, this is the connected device. So this device is connected to my hotspot. There is 77 net, and now I will show you by performing the de-authentication attack and how it works. And side by side, we will be seeing my mobile screen how actually the de-authentication feels. So in this new window, let me type the de-authentication command. Now I have typed the de-authentication command and I'm going to hit enter. So after I hit enter, it is asking me for the password. So let me give the password. And while I enter the password here, the de-authentication has been started. And you can see that my mobile device was disconnected and connected in a short period of time. That means I just made it disconnect so that it can reconnect again. So while the device disconnects and reconnects, a handshake file is captured where you can see in our previous window WPA handshake file is captured here. So our file is captured, so we can just terminate the process with Control C, and so we can terminate each process. So just cross this. So once the handshake is captured, the password can be easily extracted from it. So I have also shown this in my another video uh, for educational purpose, of course. So you can refer to that if you want further clarifications. Now let's see what WPA3 has more benefit over WPA2. So let me again run for the command and search for the available networks nearby. Here it has started scanning the available networks. So I'll just give Control C, and here now you can see the internet that was WPA2 initially. I changed this encryption to WPA3, and now it's WPA3. And now let's try to deauth this device. So let me open a new window here. Sorry. So after I paste the command here, it is scan for the available networks and the connected networks as in the previous section. So now let me open a new window and try to deauth this. So here I have typed the authentication code and let me hit enter. So it's asking me for the password. So while I enter the password, it's trying for the de-authentication attacks, as you can see here. But at the side of a screen, you can see that my mobile device is not being affected with it. So, so I can just show you with further clarifications. Here you can see the time, that is January 20, 1914, and here in the same time in my mobile device. So January 20, 914 and 915. So even though I have tried the authentications, it is being unaffected in my mobile device. So it is a higher secured and a better security level encryption. And if you want to protect your internet from these interruptions or attacks, you have to go for WPA3. So the purpose, so I'll just stop the authentication here. So this was all for this video. Hope you got a clear insight about the security protocols and its types. So until the next video, bye bye.